This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Diecast podcast. I'm your host and DM, Johnny, and welcome to Dragon Echoes. We've changed it up. We're the multiverse. We're now in the realm of Dragon
Dragon
Uppies.
Uppies.
Or if we go by last episode, Dragon Thirdsies. But we did level up. Everyone's level 11 now after a little adventure.
Yeah.
So we've leveled up our characters and we're going to roll some hit points. So Miles, would you like to go? What are you taking your class? What are you taking your level in, and what dice are you rolling?
It's pure fighter. Lethar's a pure fighter. So level 11, 3 attacks, the dream of all fighters. Ooh, but not a very good HP roll. It's 4, which is not so bad, but I get 9 more hit points. So no, 7 more hit points.
We're also munching on some Craig's cookies right now. Thank you, Craig's cookies. Your cookies are goddamn addictive and delicious.
Thank you, Craig.
Sponsor us, Craig.
That'd be amazing. Mia.
Okay, which one do I roll?
You're rolling a D6.
D6.
For your sorcerer.
It's actually D8s actually for sorcerer.
is this guy?
Let's make sure, because I'm pretty sure all squishy casters
That's
are.
12. That's the
Oh, this this guy?
8.
Can you check
let's see.
Druid?
But,
Because I can't find it on
Druid
here
is
anywhere.
definitely 8.
Yeah, dude.
Trying to roll my own because
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Trying to get-
one second.
yeah, no, no worries. Get some good juju on them.
I think actually only wizards are 6s, much like fighters.
Sorcerers are D6s.
Sorcerers are D6s. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, my bad.
So not this guy?
No,
Not that guy.
Classic.
Classic.
Your
Oh, the
classic
classic
one.
dice one.
All right.
Okay.
My bad.
All right, here we go. 5.
Ooh, very good.
So add your Constitution modifier.
Okay, I'm going to need help on this. Okay, so this guy, and then add the 5?
No,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
add the modifier, so you add to the 5.
Oh, okay.
So 8 hit points.
8
Ooh.
hit points. Woohoo.
So you're going to add... No.
More
that
hit
stays
points
true,
than the
but your
fighter
hit
got.
points change.
Oh, okay.
What's your HP?
71. Oh, so add
So you're
add
going to add
5.
8 to that.
8 to that. Okay, cool.
Beefy caster. Wizards everywhere are jealous.
They don't usually prioritize Constitution.
And we go to Leslie, our wonderful druid.
Ba, ba, ba. Ooh, I got a 6. And add a 4, so that's 10.
But you have a con of +4?
I sure do, babe.
Jeez.
I know.
I'm
I'm a
feeling
hardy
ripped
little
off here.
rodent.
That's insane.
And
So
Mackenzie,
darn
you have a
cute.
choice between fighter and cleric. What are you taking your level in?
I took my level in cleric.
Excellent. So it's a D8 roll.
Yep. So I did this earlier today on D&D Beyond, so it already is in there, and it's not great. I went from 78 to 83.
If you roll, I do.
What's your con? Because if you rolled a
Plus
1,
2.
you can re-roll it. Yeah, so you rolled 3, basically.
Yeah.
Excellent. So everyone's leveled up. Everyone is freshly accued with their new spells and abilities. As we come into the city of Sigil, as everyone is making a hasty exit out of the alleyway after a intense prison break involving a wizard, a paladin, a dragon, and the friendship circle. Made it out. You endured some silver dragon queen tug of war, which unfortunately ended with a blue dragon kind of like back butt into the Sigil, and the rest of them kind of like wings and head and tail, keeping them out. And then your astral elf friend and your wizard friend both got knocked out by a silver dragon sleep breath. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. And then shulp, you got yourselves a good dragon flank.
We only got the Z's part of the Menzies.
Yeah.
But you now find yourself in Sigil, Obanus has hooded up and made his way back into the crowd, and you see Alondra saying, after you've woken up, it's like, we should get to Chilithids and discuss our next step.
Right.
More carrot cake.
Hop along then.
Ha ha, bunny puns. I enjoy them.
I forgot. I love this guy.
Are we all swooning, right? Like it's like, oh.
We all walk out of the alley like really trying to be non-conspicuous, but really being like we're like
Nothing to see here.
yeah.
And don't forget, Onthar is still in like his prison linens, where he has like, he's literally nothing. He's just like the ginger and white beard and just walking out like a beefy pro wrestler build.
Oh my goodness.
And with like the charisma and riz of just someone walking out big bulky, like has no sense of self-awareness of like what he's actually doing in the street.
Can I just make a perception check and see if anybody's like clocking us?
You don't even need to roll. Yeah,
Okay.
you've
Right,
he's probably one of the most charismatic people you've ever seen. He's also probably one of the strongest people you've ever seen. And he is just kind of like a beacon of like, ooh, I could hire him. Like, ooh, I could get that guy a drink.
Should we stop to get him some alternative clothing first?
Or at least a cloak or something. I
Does anybody have an
I
extra
don't know
cloak?
if anything will hide
Yeah,
that.
do we have an extra cloak?
I know I don't have an extra cloak.
Not one that
Yeah,
would
whatever.
fit him
I don't
very
have one
quickly.
that'll fit him yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's it.
Ours would be like little shoulder
Little
pods,
shoulder
little,
pauldrons.
Just like little
little lacy bits on the ends of it.
little wrist wraps for
Yeah,
for
sure.
Arthur.
I'm pretty sure I have a cloak, but I don't know if it would fit him.
You're dragon.
Yeah, because I'm pretty big.
Yeah.
I'm beefy. Is he just as beefy?
He's just as beefy. Yeah, you're
okay.
you're almost eye to eye with him.
Okay. Okay. This is why I'm blushing all the time around him. I'm just like, oh my gosh,
Right in the
a
eyes.
man who can see me in the eyes, look at me in the eyes. Yeah. So I give him a cloak.
And it's like he puts it on like, oh, excellent, and silver, just like the Order of the Silver Gauntlet. I feel more accustomed to these wares already. Thank you so much, Meraxis.
Oh my gosh, I'm just blushing. I'm just like, oh. no problem.
And as a reminder that Alondra did mention planeswalkers or planes travelers to Elethra, and one name that stuck out, she mentioned Zonthal, and the other one was a Sararak.
Yes.
Yeah.
They might be on our tail, or we might be gathering attention as we go. Is Chilitids like a
It's a franchise.
no, but is it like a neutral ground? Like nobody can pull any baloney in Chilitids? Like
Sigil is pretty much your neutral ground. Like if you're gonna pull some stuff, you have to be very skilled at not being noticed
right.
at it, because the punishments are quite severe and quite swift.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Let's hop to the coffee shop.
Yes, I think I would enjoy it, a coffeeed.
Ontar, you must be starving. I don't know what they were feeding you in that jail.
Surprisingly, nothing. The magical energy has just kind of fueled me up and energized me. It feels good to stretch my legs. I would enjoy something hot. It was very cold in there.
Yeah, coffee will warm you inside and out for sure.
So what you do is you just think of what you want,
And then it just appears.
and they'll do it. Anything.
You see him think for a second, and you're still walking in like the middle of the street. It's like it hasn't appeared.
No, once we get there, Antor.
Oh.
You get there and you'll hear a voice in your head be like, "What do you want?" And you can be like,
Totally normal.
you can say coffee. Do you know what a coffee is?
Yes, oh yes.
Okay, so you'll be able to imagine one and then it'll appear before you. But honestly, we do recommend the carrot cake.
Mm.
Excellent, excellent. And you make your way to Chilithids. Everyone, give me.
I was gonna say before we enter Chilithids, I have a bit of business, but if you have a thing first,
No, go for it. Go for it.
So before, as my companions are entering Chilithids, excuse me, Arthur, may I have a moment?
He's like, yes, you have it right now. We're having one together.
Yes. We'll be right along. Just 1 second, no problem.
He's going to be great for the friendship circle.
He is the friend.
Circles are great. They're very strong geometric shapes. An arch is just half a circle. So 2 circles are 2 arches, twice as strong. The logic works out.
I'm going to go inside, but I'm going to find a seat where I can still view both of them because I have the observant feat.
It's very much like the Friends
Yes.
window
Yeah.
outside, unless you wish to take somewhere else, Elethra.
No, I'll be. It's fine.
I'll hop in with you.
I mostly am waiting for Alondra to walk inside before I say anything.
I will say, everyone give me that insight check before she walks inside.
17 for me.
16 for me.
16.
It's a 10.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'll make that a little bit spicier. It's a 19 because I've used my tactical insights.
Ooh.
11.
All right. So 15s or higher is what you needed. You notice that Alondra has kind of this internal conflict. She looks like she's trying to figure out something deep and meaningful. Like just she's weighing the pros and cons of something inside her head right now. She seems very concerned about certain aspects and certain things. But we will put a pause on that as we jump over to Alethra and Antharfroom.
Anthar, in my reality, you are a paladin of some renown and some power.
Yes, probably many realities. I'm exactly that.
Would you have the ability to command a creature to halt?
To halt?
To stop, to remain seated, to bind them to you or your presence?
I don't know why I would ever want to do that. That seems like limitations on freedoms and choice.
Yes, but sometimes in the realm of a paladin, you need to, apprehend a creature, question it.
Oh, then I just do that.
How do you do that?
I talk to them.
That is not as helpful as I was hoping, but I'm hoping that if our friend Alondra happens to look like they are trying to depart, could you help use your charisma to make them stay?
I probably could. I'm also very strong. I could just hold on to her.
She's stronger than she looks.
Oh, she's very small. She can't be that strong.
She's at least 18 strong.
How strong is she?
You see him look down at you, and he just kind of does the pec flex. He's like, I may be 21 or 22 strong.
Well, that's very good. Anyway, it might be a toss-up is all I'm saying.
Fear not, I trust in my skills of conversation, and if she breaks any kind of laws, my abilities to subdue her as a suspect.
What if the laws are like time and space laws that are nebulous?
I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't know what that word means.
Don't worry. All right, let's go inside.
So I have clocked that conversation because I can read lips.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been distracting Alondra. I've taken her hand and sat down and just been like, you look like you've got something kind of heavy on your mind there.
She says, well, that we got very close, and that did not go the way I expected.
Well, how many excursions have you been on? Is this your first kind of adventure party?
She kind of grimaces like, this is my first. This is the first one.
You'll understand, while we were all visibly disappointed and somewhat grossed out by what happened, we're fairly used to things not really going to plan, especially not in the beginning. So
okay.
Don't feel too discouraged, because oftentimes it takes a couple tries to get something or to get to where you need to be.
Yeah, I mean, and that's part of the multiversal studies is that, we're fine, but that dragon's dead now.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't think he had a great existence where he was as it was. I mean, if anything, that would have been a form of release for him.
Yeah, we set him free in a good way.
Yeah.
It's just too bad we ended up with his ass.
Yeah.
It was an unfortunate end. However, to continue in that situation would have been, I think he was willing to take the risk.
You seriously? And there's also, the more I think about Obanus, the more I think about he had enough knowledge of planes walking that there are some concerns that he has experience with that. And I guess I just worry about what we may have released out into the multiverse.
Well, we have a saying in Sylvan that is summed up in common. It's sort of like, we'll burn that bridge once we get to it. And that means you can't worry about what hasn't happened yet, and you have to deal with things as they come,
I'm going to say, Harmony, give me an insight check for you specifically made with advantage.
Advantage.
You got the
Okay.
twin name right.
I have it written down now.
So that is a 23.
23. When you say the Sylvan saying, you realize she has no idea that actually existed as a Sylvan saying. She kind of does not have a concept of. You get that she probably can speak the language, but she doesn't know like the nuances or like the finesse of being like a natural Sylvan speaker.
Yeah. The what are the words? Anyways, do you have any family, Alondra?
It's like, oh yeah, I've got a pretty big family. Yeah.
Are you close?
As close as we can be, you know, like travel. A lot of us do travel. A lot of us do adventure and study and whatnot.
Siblings?
No siblings, but like uncles and aunts and.
And are you the first in your family to sort of take this path?
Yes, I am, and much to the chagrin of my mother and father, who did not think that this was a useful time or devotion of my energies. But I figure if you can educate yourself, that is the strongest weapon you can have in the world.
I agree.
That's, I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
good
good
for
point.
you.
You're forging your own path. And whether or not your parents agree with what you're learning about or the path that you're taking, I think they could be proud that you are finding it yourself.
Well, they are not so much proud as they are just feel like I'm wasting my natural talents doing something that's unneeded and superfluous.
Hmm.
So, but I kindly disagree with them.
I
Good
would
for
too.
you.
We kind of need you right now, so I would.
Well, I mean, we're in the same camp. I kind of need you too.
Friendship
did-
circle.
Oh, we all hold hands.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
And-
Maraxis just grabs everybody's hands.
So actually, Elethris does not grab into the hands, and instead looks at Alondra and says, "So that's a very lovely and interesting story. I quite agree about the education part, but who are you? What are you?
Oh, well, I'm an astral elf.
You are not.
I mean, I clearly am. I mean, you
No.
see on there, like, she has the pointy ears and the lovely hair.
No, you are
Space
not.
hair. Looks great.
What form of elf falls asleep to sleep magic?
Everyone can give me a history or nature check made with advantage.
Shit, I didn't even clock that. Nature or
History, your choice.
It's only a 19, sadly.
Yeah, I
It's
got
gonna
a
have to
6.
it's gonna have to be a beefy one.
Yeah.
All right, actually, then I can also add to that. It's 24.
21,
6.
6,
15.
22 is what you needed.
Oof.
Oh.
Thank God for those new fighter.
Well, I was asleep
things.
the whole time, so I didn't notice.
Alethra, you remember back when everyone got knocked off and everything kind of rewound. You've never seen it happen before. You've only kind of like, they've been footnotes in textbooks and footnotes in adventures, and you could probably count on your hand the amount of times you've seen this type of footnote. But there is one type of being that can rewind time like that.
Mm.
That would be a time dragon
Oh.
or a chrono worm.
What?
They're very secretive. They're very reclusive. And their main MO, their modus operandi, is to protect the timeways.
Hmm.
And as you know, dragons can take on pretty much any form or any humanoid shape that they wish. And you don't even need to roll the insight check. You can already see kind of like this like guilty blush look on Alondra's face as she like her chin just kind of sinks a little bit.
care to explain yourself then?
Like, all right, I'm sorry. I told a fib. I didn't want to freak you out with like the dragon stuff. I am working on my dissertation. I'm only like a couple hundred years old. I have spent my time in the astral astral sea with the astral elves. I did get a B+ in math.
That's still so disappointing.
I just felt it important that if I showed up in this form, you may make assumptions or I may scare you, or you may not know who I am. And all of a sudden this weird looking dragon shows up that, I just wanted to make the transition easier and get you on my side. And it was a risk I took. And I apologize for deceiving you right off the bat.
You do realize we're traveling with a dragon person.
Yeah, as a dragonborn, I'm so... I can't even say it. As a dragonborn, I'm so offended.
It's like, I'm sorry. It's just that we don't reveal ourselves a whole lot. We try to stay out of other matters unless it's very important. And I've been ignored and mocked for this matter. And I feel that this is a very important endeavor to go on.
Well, Alondra, we are friends. And friends don't lie. So what else do you have to keep from us?
Well, the other would be the two characters I mentioned earlier.
Or Bonus mentioned, rather.
Or Albanus there, yes. That's Zonthal and Acerak.
Are they also chrono worms?
No, they're not quite human anymore. So my area of expertise is time. Chronomancy. There is another aspect of magic that deals with space, and they kind of conflict with each other about who's right and wrong about things. And planeswalking, the multiverse, is kind of where those two magics kind of overlap with each other. We don't know how many planeswalkers there are, or whatever the first multiverse universe was. We're all just kind of mashed together. The best way to think about it is, some people see it as like an infinite staircase. Some people see it as a spiral, as an infinite spiral loop. Essentially just many thin plates stacked on top of each other. Essentially that's the basics of the multiverse in time and space. And the two people who have the most knowledge or the most experience are exact opposite ends of the spectrum. One is the wizard Zonthal, who knows how long ago discovered the multiverse, started tripsing around in it, and realized that there was an infinite versions of himself. So he cast a spell and pulled all infinite versions of himself into one being.
Whoa.
It's a lot of personality.
It's a lot of knowledge, and that's a lot of power. And that there are no more Zonthals across the multiverse except for one. And they are keeping themselves exceptionally well hidden. But that is one end of the spectrum.
To what purpose, though? Do we know?
We don't know. He leaves signs, he leaves trails every now and then.
So he still travels.
He still travels, yes. And he's still mortal. He has the powers of a god, but still a mortal being. But
that's where Acerak will have him beat a terrible lich that put upon a curse on the Sword Coast and Forgotten Realms a few years ago.
And he's the other end of the spectrum. Whereas there's only one Zonthal, there are just like everyone else, there are infinite Aceraks, but he has chosen to take on lichdom, and he, more than anything, enjoys killing the strongest things he can find. And fortunately and unfortunately for us, his ego is strong enough that he believes he is the strongest thing in the multiverse. So he goes around killing himself in other multiverses.
Does that make him more powerful in some way?
No, but he does leave little dungeons. The way liches magic work is they need to harvest souls to gain power. So he has access to infinite souls. He'll leave a dungeon. He'll leave a little trap just to draw adventurers in, just to kill themselves needlessly. There's no treasure. There's no end goal. There's usually a good story. And they will endlessly fuel souls into his power conduit, essentially.
Okay.
So the Acerak that was in my realm, this would not be the same entity.
It may be. I don't know. If he's still alive, he has a good chance of... As far as I know, that Acerak has a perfect record of killing other Aceraks.
Do we know how many he's killed?
Oh, I couldn't. If there's infinite Aceraks, then he's got infinite victories under his belt.
Well, surely in some of these universes, the living host of a Serac would just be long dead.
They may have lichified as well. That seems to be one constant, is that a lot of the Aceraracs turn to lichdom. There are constants in the multiverses that just seem to happen. The Dragon War is one of them, where that is always going to happen. They making some kind of bargain with the Lord's Alliance seems to be another one. Kind of like anchor points in the multiverse, that these events will always happen.
So at this point, DM, do I believe everything that Alondra is telling us?
That is entirely up to you as a person or as a character.
I just mean, can I roll an insight?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm going to roll 1 too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I rolled a nat 1. Never mind.
Okay, I'm also gonna roll one.
I'm like folding in my brain into the like infinite versions of selves. And
I've got 18.
I got a nat 20.
Nat 20. You gain yourself an inspiration if you haven't already. So it's just a basic 15 or higher. There are no barriers up. She is talking with full confidence. A little bit of sorrow, a little bit of regret, but there seems to be no doubts of what she's saying. She 100% believes and is sharing that information with you willingly.
Okay, so Meraxis puts her hand on her shoulder and goes, she's telling the truth, everyone.
Melody's going to put her hand on her leg.
her knee.
On her knee, yeah.
We appreciate your honesty. Would you like some carrot cake now?
You see a big meaty hand come down on her shoulder as well. It's like, and I appreciate you getting me out of a very cold prison.
Oh yeah, Antaj's here.
Oh yeah.
You can be yourself with us, Alondra. This is part of being
in a friendship circle.
Exactly.
Yes, you're right. I haven't respected the friendship circle. I apologize.
We may not be the same kind of dragon, but dragons are dragons, and I don't have any family, so you're family.
And we're from the Feywild, so we've seen weirder shit than you.
Absolutely.
You see that kind of that moment wash over, is that you realize that someone who's lived a life of solitude and isolation for the vast majority of her 100 years of existence is like, realize like, oh, maybe dragons are wrong about this isolation thing.
Part of having each other's back is being honest, even if it's stuff that, you might not normally share, but it could save a life. Like knowing this stuff about Zonthal and Azarak and all that, like keeping it from us doesn't help us,
Well, with any luck, we haven't attracted any of their attention so far. That's the thing about planeswalkers, is that there's not many of them. Those that do it try to keep a low profile, which is why I'm trying to keep a low profile with us. And those that do it, that do make a high profile, are usually strong enough to enforce why they're making a big scene.
Right.
That's like one of the things about Sigil is you don't mess with the multiverse, and I'm trying to save it. Because that, I don't know who's going to cast that wish spell in your universe, but it will undo everything.
Now I put my hand in and I say, we're trying to save the multiverse.
You see her smile, puts her hand, we're.
I'm going to reach up and put my little paw up there too.
Oh, are we all doing this?
Yeah.
Meraxis puts
we all look at Alondra.
Meraxis puts her hand in.
You're going to have to touch us at some point.
We're doing it.
Yeah, we're all like death staring you at this point.
Yeah, and she will slowly put her hand in as well and say,
Peer pressure.
No more secrets.
You all feel a big meaty weight. It's like, we are doing this together.
Not you. I know you're going to be honest.
I don't think he can lie. Jesus.
I cannot.
Yeah.
My fellows have said I've got no filter. I don't have a filter on my mouth anyway, so why would I put one on now?
Have you had your coffee yet?
I have not, no.
Why don't we order and figure out where the next blue dragon's going to be? What are our options?
I need some thinking food.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's eat.
You actually, when you have some thinking food, you actually see a plate of astral oysters get floated out.
Don't mind if I do.
That smells.
They actually don't smell like seaside oysters.
They smell like.
They smell like ethereal dust and sparkles.
Oh, you gotta try one of these sparkly oysters.
What's the texture like? There's a texture thing too. Oh God, don't slurp it like that.
Oh, first of all, it tastes like you're eating birthday cake. If the birthday cake was covered in glitter, so it's got kind of like a gnarly grit to it.
Oh.
The mouth feels a little gritty, but it tastes like birthday cake.
What?
You gotta try one of these. I swear to God, the gods.
Oh, all right. I'll gingerly put it to my lips.
I wouldn't steer you wrong, twin.
It does smell and taste like birthday cake,
All right.
but you get the protein of an oyster.
Okay.
That's thinking food. You guys
I
gotta try
found the
this.
one oyster I can eat. That's fine. DM, can we count this as a short rest, long rest?
Well,
Short
we
rest?
can count it as if you want to do long rest, you have to stay overnight. That's up to you, but we can start it off as a short rest. You see Alondra say, well, I can start doing the calculations to find the next door. I don't know what's going to be on the other side of it or what the situation is going to be, but we can start that. We can take a rest. It is up to you. But I'd say no more than a day in Sigil, more than anything.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to hear about what our options are so we can choose.
Well, I don't know what I have 4 other options, but I don't know what's on the other side.
I just meant portals. What we went with the closest one last time. Should we go with the farthest one? I mean, it might as well be random.
She says it's up to you.
Do we need to replenish anything? Do we need any supplies?
Actually, is a good question.
How are you doing on potions?
How am I doing on potions?
I don't think we used any.
No, we definitely didn't use any.
Or where did I write that down in my many notes of what I actually do have? Yeah, why don't we go pick up some potions on the let's figure out where we're gonna go. We'll do some shopping. And a short rest for sure, long rest for some.
Alondra says, well, there is a supply store just down the street that I really like. It's called the Silver Bullet.
All right.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's very good. I trust Diego a lot.
Diego.
Oh, we have an inn.
I'm just looking at some of the components that I might need. All right. Yeah. I need to get myself a magnifying glass. Let's go see Diego.
All right. Anthars, are you like, I think I will stay here and enjoy some of these shiny, colorful oysters.
Antar, do you have any money on you? 'Cause we need to get you some clothes.
No, I do. I've literally just come out of prison. It's my first day out.
Right. All
I'm
right.
trying to readjust to society. Ha ha!
We might need to get him some armor.
I think we need to get him something. Can't walk around with prisoner.
Well, he's wearing like blue linen, so he doesn't.
Right. Yeah.
He stands out because he's Anthar. He doesn't stand out because of his clothes.
Fair.
Yeah, and he has a cloak now too.
Yeah.
And he has a weapon.
He had no-
No weapons.
Oh, we need a weapon for
Just
him.
his muscles. Just his
Well,
guns.
What do you prefer to fight with?
Oh, anything two-handed. I can also shield up as well. I'm trained in all the martial arts, so I also know how to throw a good punch. Ha ha! They're not haymakers; they are field makers.
Yo, watch what you do with that big fist, buddy.
They're not haymakers, they're field makers. Oh my god.
It's a martial humor for you all. You may use that in the future.
So we'll go pick him up a weapon, I guess, then, too.
I have a scimitar, but that's not.
Something big and heavy.
That's finesse, yeah, that's not.
See what I got
All right.
for you.
Shall we head to Diego's and see?
You head on down, and it feels very much like, aside from like the world of Sigil looping over top of you, it feels very much like a day in Waterdeep. And again, it's more diverse than you expected because it's people from other planes of existence where you see like plasmoids, you actually see like plant people, you see your elves, your gnomes, your humans. Very different thing. You know what? The random encounter. Let's see if it happens. Yes. Excellent.
The planeswalkers fucking show up. We're like, oh
Oh
great.
gosh.
You actually, as you come up to Diego's, and you see Alondra open the door. You see her open the door and kind of like there's someone on the other side, kind of like open and close at the same time. And you see that it's actually Alondra. And you see Melody and Harmony and Meraxis and Alethra and Onthar. And Meraxis, for some reason, is gold.
Oh.
Oh, I don't like this. This is not natural.
You see Alondra go, oh, I thought we did take too long in there. I'm really sorry about this. Just so you know, counterspell a fireball when you can. It's fire will solve a lot of your problems as well. It's gonna be a lot of fire encounters. I don't want to spoil too much, but good luck as she shuffles past with your other group. They all wave. I'm like, bye, have a good time. Alethra, you notice that there is a big scratch mark down your back, like on your armor, like not on your skin, but like you've been bashed up quite a bit.
Alondra, what the hell is that?
I'm guessing we haven't seen them before, so that's probably our future selves.
Why are you gold?
Why am I gold?
In the
I was about
future.
to ask.
I don't know. It's also not good to ask about the future a whole lot because some of the events you may run into, you may try to avoid and cause that event to happen on purpose.
So if we see ourselves, we just don't talk to ourselves.
I guess Alondra knows what she can share and what she can't.
Well, that's new to me because we haven't encountered yet. But when it happens again, we'll probably be.
Should we have shared something about cutting the dragon in half? Like,
They would already know.
They already know.
They
Yeah.
Right,
know,
their
yeah.
future. Oh,
We were
right.
just quadruplets for a second. That was
That was a different.
Sorry,
that
back
was a
home.
whole different skin tone.
Okay. DM, I've written down 2,500 gold. That was what we were given.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then more promised afterwards. So I didn't put that into.
As you come in, you actually see this old white, kind of like one white eye with a scar over it, werewolf and some very fancy leathers. And he's like, "Oh, hello, Alondra, again. I'm so happy to see you once more."
Yeah.
She says, "Yes." She's like, "Oh, I get it." And he winks like the time travelers. They're confusing and timey-wimey, as you once said. She's like, "Yes, that is exactly it. We are here to make a second purchase or a pre-purchase, but before the other future sell. It's like, I will put it on the same books."
A prequel purchase.
Yes, prequel purchase. That is. So how may I help the previous adventurers, the new adventurers, the earliest adventurers?
Yeah.
The friendship circles, as I become.
Are we the
You are
earliest?
silver for some reason.
Yes, this is actually my original skin tone.
I've only known you. Well, I guess I now know you as silver and gold.
I guess so.
Silver and gold.
She have like a gold DLC. What's going on here?
Do you think?
Dealing out with your Maraxa skins right now.
Thought that was included in the season pass.
It never is. It never is.
Right. I need a magnifying glass. Hi, I'm Harmony. This is my first time meeting you. I know it's your second time or more meeting me, but
Like, oh, yes, that is very good, very strong, Druid. I appreciate your candor as well. Welcome to the Silver Bullet, if this is your first or second or fifth time. I'm Diego. I find great irony in the name because I consider the effects of this place a full moon, so I am always in werewolf form.
is he?
Yes, he
Okay,
is.
okay.
So like, he's like a good 6 foot he's a werewolf, but like also like the appearance of like a senior dog with like the gray snoot and like the gray hairs.
Oh, a little salt and pepper werewolf.
Yeah.
Little donut.
But he's also got like almost like a fancy like 3-piece like leather outfit on. Like he's very well dressed. He's very well.
Nice.
His nails are well manicured as well. And he doesn't have like shoes on, but he's got like spats so you can still hear like the pads of his feet walking around. And as you look down at the floor, you actually do notice it's got stone tile, but they've got kind of like that gritty, sandy surface texture to them. And you realize that these are actually like stone tablets off of a moon somewhere.
So you
Ooh.
just brought the moon with you.
Yes, I enjoy this form the most. This is how I am my truest self.
I do love the moon.
Magnifying glass.
Oh, yes. Hand, desk, portable, flying, magical.
Hand, carryable, very portable is good. Well, I need it. Is for spells. So
Oh, you says For you, Harmony, absolutely anything. You've been a customer here before, no problem. And he just hands it over.
Thank you.
Do you have any holy water?
Well, holy water is religious or holy water with holes in it?
The religious kind.
Okay, we have a sale on the one with holes in it. It's very cool.
I unfortunately, I don't need water with holes in it.
Holy water.
Do you have any moonseed or feldspar?
Moonseed we have. Which deity would you require for your holy water? Because it does matter. You don't want the evil ones being with the good ones.
Who's my deity?
What a confusion.
Again? Who is my deity again? Yeah. I remember who did. Was it Saloon? I think it was Saloon.
It was Saloon, yes.
It was Saloon. Yeah, Saloon.
Absolutely no problem. It'll be a little bit of a silver tinge to it, but we hope you enjoy as he hands it over. That, unfortunately, because we have to find the priests to make the holy water and make it with the special effects, is 50 gold.
That's fine. I've got 50 gold.
Perfect.
I'll paw that over.
I love when your group comes in. It smells like financing my next vacation.
Where do you go on vacation? Just asking.
This year, I think I'm going to try the elemental plane of beaches.
But you'd have to. Will you bring the moon with you, or will you just go in your other form?
I'll probably go in my other form, but always at night if the moon is out.
Nice. We're looking for a big fuck off sword, like the kind double-handed big man could carry.
Oh, like for your friend Anthar there. It's like,
right.
Haha, yes, I do like to cuss when I swing my sword.
Yeah.
Also, I'll give you inspiration for the callback to the live show.
I can't wait to hear him fight.
Inspiration.
He says, do you need claymore, great swords, Zweihander, which is just no language for two-hander sword. It's a chance to increase the price because I give it a fancy name. It's like, I will take whatever weapon you have. They're all dangerous in my hands. Give me a shovel, just as dangerous, and I can dig you a ditch.
What about anything magical? Anything?
Ooh, magical we can do. I can do a basic magic. I can do enhanced magic, but the price will be costly.
What about something with a really fun name? Like, Cleave.
Just cleave.
Just cleave.
Brain cleaver, like neck opener or something crazy like that.
You seem like, I think I may have something for you here. And like shuffle around underneath the counter, like opens up like a creak of a wooden box. Puts a very shiny silvery warhammer ka-tonk on the table.
Oh.
This is Doug.
I like it.
What the fuck up? Doug.
Does it stand for anything or just Doug?
Well, when you hit someone with it, you better dug a hole for them.
God damn it.
You see Anthar pick it up. Yes, very well balanced, very well weighted. You see him swinging around, you hear like that weight of like metal going like, whoo, whoo, whoo. Yes, you and Doug are becoming good friends.
How much is Doug?
Doug will be 6,000 gold.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a hefty dog.
That's a big Doug.
Doug is very important. Also, vacation coming up.
Don't leave home without it.
Do you really want the Doug?
Like, you see Anthar haul it up. You actually see like some holy energy already channeling. It's like, I do like the cut of Doug's jib.
So if there's
what does Doug do? What does Doug do?
Oh, well, he is magical. You can hit demons with it and it'll do extra Doug things to it.
All right, Harmony, do the math.
What are Doug things?
I think we should wait to find out, honestly.
What do Doug be doing?
There's 5 of us. So
Well, there's 4 people with money.
Does
Alondra
Alondra
doesn't
have
any
money?
money?
Well, maybe she does.
I have a spending account. She says, but there's also other versions of me. A group just came like, oh, yes, they are very profitable for...
Right. So does that give us a discount on Doug? A Doug?
A Doug's count.
The discount is the 6,000.
Oh, my.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, it would be 1,200 each if it's split 5 ways.
I gotta know what Doug does.
I mean...
I'll still have over 1,200 left.
How's everybody feeling about Doug?
I like Doug. I like Onthar.
Yeah, if Onthor wants it, Onthor gets it.
You're blushing again.
Does he get it? He gets it, does he?
I tell you what,
He can get it.
if you buy Doug, I'll just throw, because your friend is a bit unclothed and he looks like he knows how to swing Doug around. So I will say free suit of plate armor for your beardy ginger friend, because he was wearing something similar when he came in before.
I think that's great.
That's a deal now.
Whole
Sounds
suit
good
of
to me.
armor.
Elantra, you doing the math?
I'm just wondering if you'd already be out of stock on the suit that you sold Onthar now, if you
Don't-
just saw him.
Yeah, Elijah's like, don't think about it too much. If you think about it, then you run into paradoxes, and those migraines last for days.
You'll boil your brain.
Very well. I guess I have the funds for Onthar.
1,200 each. There we are. It's a deal.
Doug and I are friends.
We are all friends. Doug is part of the friendship circle.
And it's spelled D-U-G, by the way.
Oh,
Doug, nice.
No, you can put the O in there for Onthar.
It's like, yes, I may. Oh, that's a good idea, Harmony.
Oh, he knows my name already. He can tell us apart.
I like him already.
700 gold of potions, please.
I believe, I know I always get these wrong, but the superior ones are 8d4 plus 8. You want like one or like multiple small ones?
You got a menu? Yes, you do.
I do. One second.
Yeah.
Handy library right next door.
And if you don't have feldspar here, do you know where I can get it?
There could be. You're in the right district for it. I'm sure you can find a herbalism shop just down the way. Your chronomancy friend, I could sell you some seeds so she could try to grow it in front of you.
Could you do that, Alondra?
I could. It's not easy, but it's possible. I'm only a couple hundred years old. I'm not an ancient dragon by any means.
Oh,
Sure, you saved our lives back
could you
there,
try?
so-
I mean, I can try. I don't know how well developed they'll be, but it's possible. Like, well, I will put the seeds on your tab.
How much are the seeds?
Oh, the seeds are like 25 silver. It is nothing. It's the actual herbs that are important.
I see. All right. Well, I'll take those.
Meraxis, is there anything that you feel you're in need of? As you see on there, like clunk, 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 is like donning his plate armor.
Yeah, I'm like distracted watching him put on his plate armor. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's very much like a knight at medieval times. He's like, oh, he looks like he's double his size just by width and girth by putting it on.
Enjoying the show, Marat.
I look down at my feet. I'm just like, whoop.
You see him
I
stand up.
love being observant.
You see him stand like, I know it's supposed to fit me, but it feels a little tight around the chest.
It'll stretch out. Don't worry about it, big boy.
I feel bigger.
You certainly are.
Yeah, you look bigger.
It's really growing.
Suit fit for a Doug wielder.
Onthar and Doug,
You're
friends forever.
You're going to have fun with Doug. Not going to lie, I had the hammer made up, didn't come up with the name until just then.
I
Nice.
watched your face as you thought of a name. I watched it happen.
Some potion buying going on.
Yeah, I bought 5 greater healing potions.
Perfect. Well,
Oh, that's a good idea.
if anyone is any other last bit purchases from Diego,
You know what? I'll buy some healing potions too. Why not?
perfect. Ring it up.
All right. I'll buy. How much are they?
Let's get that exclusive package for Diego.
So I went on the low end, being generous to myself. A greater healing potion, which is 44, is 100 gold. A superior is 500 gold, but it's 8d4.
Okay. Oh, I'll get like 3.
Perfect.
You have 5.
You guys got no faith in my healing abilities, eh?
You just never know.
I see how it is.
You're unconscious. You can't heal us.
Yeah,
If you're asleep,
I was unconscious last time and I didn't get woken up.
that's true. That's on us.
Doug will handle it this time.
Just give me a good old whack with Doug.
If Doug's around, you won't need to worry about healing potions. Well, with that, let's take a quick breakaroo. Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Break. Thank you for joining us. We're so glad you're back with us. It has been an adventure so far. We're back in Sigil, we got Chillithids, and just some general shenanigans to come down the road. This will be a real quick one. Just a couple of reminders. The Canadian Podcast Awards are coming up. We've been nominated 5 times. We will post and spam whenever the link for the show goes out, and hopefully you can join us in the celebration. Our ad spot this week is from the good folks over at NoQuest. They are currently into their season right now. You should go check them out. We'll be posting links and playing their ad at the very end. And if you're in Toronto in March or possibly Vancouver at the end of February, we're going to be doing, hopefully, not confirmed yet, but hopefully the Vancouver Fan Expo and then Toronto Comic Con and Breakout Con in Toronto. It'll be a great time. We'll send out details as we get more information that comes out and just generally share it around. And don't forget, you can always find us on our website at www.thediecastpodcast.com. Any app that plays a podcast, all the social medias we see at the Diecast Podcast on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and the other one, the Voldemort of social media, which we won't talk about a whole lot. We'll still be there checking out a little bit. And our own Discord. Come say hi. Come join the conversation. Let's have some nerdy conversations about D&D and TTRPGs. I think that's it for this one. Quick and easy. Let's get right back into the show. As always, tell a loved one how you feel. Drink some water. Bundle up if you're in a warm climate, or if you're in a cold climate, and cool down if you're in a warm climate. We will see you next week with a great new episode. Love you lots. See you next time.
Are you ready to rock? More importantly, are you ready to roll? Welcome to No Quest for the Wicked, an award-winning sci-fi actual play podcast using Paizo's space opera system, Starfinder. Stow away with us every other Wednesday as 4 best friends explore an entirely homebrew setting in a planet-hopping adventure that plunges the crew of the Maverick into a political and cosmic conspiracy that doesn't just put their lives at risk, but the system and even the whole universe. Join Merrick, the 4-armed warrior in self-imposed exile, as he breaks tradition and forges his own path with a passion hotter than the desert sun. Durin, a former assassin running from his dark past, hoping to make a new life for himself. And Cody, an android with memory problems, an obsession with the 80s, and a desperate need to find the boy who made him. New episodes every Wednesday on NoQuestcast.com or your favorite podcasting app.
Welcome back. We've learned a lot. We had a small talk about Legally Blonde over the break, which is quite enjoyable. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. It's great. Me. But we are back. You have finished your shopping at the Silver Bullet. Diego has definitely paid for the exclusive package.
As we leave, he like flips the clothes sign, gone on vacation, like leaves, literally packs up after we leave.
You actually, if you've got a high perception check, right? Or a passive perception, right?
I
Harmony?
do. It's like 23.
Yeah. So you see, he's already got like suitcases and bags stacked behind the counter.
But if he's on vacation when we get back, how will we run into ourselves?
Because you came in earlier.
I guess that is true. All right. Fair enough.
Timey-wimey stuff.
Yeah, do we run into anyone while we're leaving?
No.
Right.
On to the next.
Like, okay, so I can do the calculations to try and find the next portal, or we can use Alethra's skull friend and he can tell us where the next closest one is.
Do we want to bring him out again?
Yeah, I was going to say, do we want to set that free?
I mean...
Like, set what free?
How is everybody feeling? Because...
Doug and I are great.
I'm so glad.
I think we should introduce the skull to
I am
to
a little
Omar.
spent on... Like, not fully, but...
He's a lot.
I am a little spent.
Yeah, we just saw ourselves. I don't know.
How long has it been since we slept last?
You have not taken a long rest
Yeah.
yet. And you see Anthar's like, well, you must be spent. You've spent a lot of money.
On you.
I know. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. I jest, but I am gracious.
Well, you seem like a good help, and we like to have you in our friendship circle. So you get a dug.
Yeah, this has all been the same adventure.
That's what I was just pointing out.
It's been like a lot of hours, though.
Yeah.
Like as we were wandering on Waterdeep and the castle. So it's probably been 15, 16 hours.
I was knocked out for a little bit. Does that count for any sleep?
Unfortunately, it does not. It has to be a restful slumber.
I can't regain spell slots on that.
All right. So shall we? We probably need some rest, don't we?
If we're gonna go through another portal and not know what's on the other side, I think we need to maybe have a wee bit of a nap.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I love naps.
There is the Plane of Repose. It's a great place. It's quiet. It's out of the way. It's for people who just want to stay under the radar.
Great.
Sounds like our situation.
It's not exactly our problem is probably going to be our new friend Anthar and Doug, because it is not exactly the law and order type of place. It is kind of a seedy, scoundrelly place, but you pay for being quiet. They may not appreciate law and order walking through the door, dun, or I guess Doug.
Antar, how are you feeling about turning a blind eye for a little bit so we can all get a little rest? Greater good and all.
Well, as long as I see no crimes been happening, then I do not have to enforce the law.
Great. Close your eyes and we'll walk you through it, all right?
But how will I see the crimes?
No crimes if your eyes are closed. Isn't that great?
Well, the crimes are still there. I just not aware of them happening.
If you don't know about
we'll deal
it,
with them.
But I'm compelled to. It's part of being a paladin, upholding the law. I turned myself in to follow the law.
Don't make me cast silence on you.
Wait.
Yeah. Anthar, if you want, I can lead you. I'm blushing.
Oh my God.
Just for the sake of us getting rest. Hey.
You're brazen.
All right.
No, that's Meraxis.
You can keep your eyes on Meraxis, yeah?
He's
not committing any crimes yet.
He's going to keep his eyes closed, and I'm just going to, lead him in, just maybe shoulder lead.
But also, Anthar, the laws in Sigil are quite different than the laws
That's
in the Forgotten Realms. So you wouldn't want to be committing any crimes yourself while you're here in Sigil. There's a city guard that is quite protective of their turf. You don't want to be doing their jobs for them.
Very true.
Give me a perception check with persuasion check with advantage, please.
Guidance. I'm going to tap
you. Don't mess with union guys.
I'll take some guidance. Persuasion, you say?
Yes.
With advantage?
With advantage.
Yeah.
It's a very easy number.
Also, still going to throw an extra fighter on this. That's 19.
Yeah, more than enough. You see him say, so what you're saying is neutral is the attitude to take.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't
Quietly
know
neutral.
what a crime is in Sigil.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Stabbing someone may be a way of saying hello.
Exactly, yeah.
Lantra, I don't know if I said this to you one-on-one yet, but you're very fucking smart. I'm very glad you're here.
You also remember she's the one who solved the math formula to get through the portal.
Listen, I'm really I'm genuinely appreciative.
It's very well. I will close mine eyes, and Doug and I will not have to enforce any unknown laws.
I put Anthar's hand in Meraxis' hand, and I wink really heavily at her. There you are, love. You just lead the way now.
Yeah, I moved the hand because I just can't handle it. I moved it up to my shoulder, and I was like, follow me.
Like, ooh, it's colder than I thought.
And she's got that chin.
I'm trying to be professional, but legit, I have a crush, and I've just never experienced this in my life before.
Harmony is hopping along this side. I'm just having a blast.
You guys are like the ooh.
I'm going to say to you as well, if you start to notice he gets a little edgy, I've got silence, and we'll make him.
Excellent.
We have to.
Sounds good to me.
If there's a fan art out there that wants to paint Meraxis leading Anthar through the streets of Sigil blindfolded.
Please.
Remember, she's silver in this version.
I am silver in this version, yes. Silver, but blushing. There's probably some steam coming out of my face.
Absolutely.
So you make your way down a couple of back alleys. You see a couple of hooded figures. One person just appears to be smoking some blue eyeballs, going whoa, and then just kind of floats away as they see like this big plated paladin come walking. It's everyone's doing very good at being low key, except for the big plated paladin behind you is kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. But you do kind of walk down. You walk down almost like a little recess of stairs. It comes up to like a brick wall, and you see Alandra come up and just knocks 3 times, tap, 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 tap. And then you see one of the bricks slide over. And you see her just kind of, "Wartar," as you see the door open up. And then you hear a blast of music come out. Smoke, barbecue smell. You hear what appears to be like a party happening on the inside. As you see her, it's like, don't worry, this is all just kind of like an illusion to make it look like it's like a speakeasy type of thing. As you come in and you see like gambling tables, there's like a full raucous crowd. Like it's almost one of those, you have to like navigate your way through a crowd, but you see Alondra just kind of like walk through it, and you clearly see like she's walking through a group of people. Just an illusion. Just like walks right through it.
I start to swerve around and then realize that that's what's happening. So then I just march through.
Mhm.
Give me an acrobatics check, Harmony.
Oh, all right. Acrobatics, not my thing.
I'm actually going to say it's disadvantage because of all the illusions.
Oh, shit. Well,
Oh.
that was a natural 20, so
Woo!
thanks.
I'm sorry.
That was a 3 plus 2 is 5.
You bump into someone like, "Hey, I'm real."
Oh, shit. Sorry. Jesus.
It happens here. Don't worry about it.
My bad.
Hey, watch it.
I'm walking here.
Walking in.
I'm just here to make sure one of us is real. Like just add into the character.
Turn into Rocket Raccoon.
Hey.
All right.
I'm planeswalking here.
Planes walking in.
You see Alondra talking to we'll say he's a plasmoid, kind of like an ooze person. As you see her drop some coinage into his tendril, kind of like gets sucked into his torso and just kind of floats there.
Cool.
She's like, "All right, well, we have rooms for the night.
How many beds?
Well, one for each.
Oh, there's enough beds. Darn.
It's
I look over at
luxurious.
Mirax.
I'm being
Please stop.
professional."
I also
know.
want to be professional.
Haven't you ever read those stories?
I don't think you
Oh
do.
no, there's only one bed. What are we gonna do?
I have not read these books.
All right.
I've got a couple
I mean,
on my
Melody and I
bookshelf.
can share a bed.
mhm.
Obviously, we're small enough.
You see on there say like, "This is going to be very odd. I smell a lot of smells, and I've not slept on a normal bed in almost 10 years.
Wow.
You deserve this bed then.
I don't know what to do on the outside anymore."
I'm sure Miraxis could think of a few things.
Ooh, let's start with a nice,
Please
good,
stop.
long rest.
Nice long rest. Yes, that's good.
A long, long rest.
She's like, "This is what it's here for. It looks like there's a party happening on the outside, but once you go into your rooms, it'll be completely silent."
Wait,
it's-
so are the bunnies just going to be sleeping in this giant bed and they're just like right in the middle, like really tiny?
Yeah,
Is
we
that-
never sleep apart. That's not.
Oh,
I
okay.
sprawl.
Well.
I do sprawl.
Oh, okay.
Still half a bed.
yeah. Literally, you just need half the bed. I'm just
Yeah.
imagining these like tiny little like.
Have you ever seen a cat? lie
Yeah,
on a
that's
bed?
exactly.
Yeah,
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 that's
yeah.
exactly what I'm
We're like
imagining.
curled up,
And somehow it takes up the entire thing.
yeah,
yeah.
Me.
the big stretch, like, "This is my
She
bed
wraps
now."
all the blankets around her, just rolls and rolls and rolls. It takes ages. She's like burritos herself.
I do.
And then I wake up cold.
Oh, I could use a burrito. That sounds delicious. What is a burrito?
We'll go back to chillithids in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll
Think
get
about all
you
the
a
things you
burrito.
like, and then think about them all wrapped up in one thing. And when you take a bite, you get a little bit of each.
I will. Excellent. It's been a while since I've had a solid meal, in almost 10 years.
Well, you had the oysters.
Well, the oysters, yes.
Could we
Yeah.
call those solid?
That's true. They were kind of a Newtonian fluid.
Wait, you know the word Newtonian, but you don't know the word. What was the word? Nebulous.
Nebulous, yes.
Well, my friend Newtonian used to shuck oysters back in
I need to sleep.
When Undar starts making sense, it's time to
Yes,
sleep.
it's time to sleep.
I'm going to hop into bed and promptly pass out.
Yeah.
Everyone takes a nice long rest. Can everyone give me a wisdom save, please?
Oh, boy. Jesus. How about no?
How about no, Scott? How
Oh, no.
about no,
11.
Doug?
Oh, all right.
Oh, 20.
23.
2023.
11.
No, it's a 4.
Oh no.
Not the smart one.
I could. The wisdom is
Hold up. Remember, I have the warning 30 feet. Anyone within anything. Just so you know.
Oh, yeah. Can I do something?
Well, this happens while you're asleep, and unfortunately, it's not a physical intervention.
I love having characters trapped in other dimensions. It's great.
So Meraxis and Alethra, you both fall asleep and you find yourself dreaming, and you actually see each other in the same dream.
Why are you in my dream? This is weird.
Why are you in my dream? This is weird.
Oh, wait, 1 second.
Is Onthar there? Yeah.
Come
on.
Yeah.
Lathra's like, get me out of here.
No way he passes the wisdom check.
Well, he's a paladin. He passes all checks all the time.
Yeah, not going to lie. I expected Onthor here, but
And
You're not Onthor.
yeah, you're not
Elandra doesn't
yeah.
sleep. Oh, wait, no, she does.
Yes, she
Let's see.
does.
That's right. 1 second. She does get advantage on the check. Oh, yeah. Easy peasy. So you find yourselves in a weird, it's almost like you're almost like if it was like a flat cylindrical room. It's like almost like a pancake where it's the very low ceilings and you see little columns, and there's these steps that lead up to like this kind of like U-shaped throne made out of stone, but they're very shallow. It's very flat and shallow in this place. And that's when you see small little braziers go and light up, very, very over dramatic. And there you see sitting on the throne in classical red wizard garb with the shaved head. This time is Obanus. He's like, oh, I only got 2 of you. That's a shame. I must be slipping after my jail time. But I did get Meraxis. That's the one I wanted the most.
You.
And Alethra is a smart lady. I appreciate the wit, the last minute mathery.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. May I ask what we're doing here?
Oh, I thought I'd reach out and, say hi.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, and
well, I do have to thank you. You've let me into the multiverse. That is absolutely great. I'm thrilled and enthralled and have my eternal gratitude for finally releasing me back out. You see, back when I was trying to defeat the Thayans, I dabbled in the multiverse to see if there is a way if there's another plane that had managed to deal with the Thayans. And unfortunately, took too long to find something that worked, and my land and my family and my friends were all destroyed. But you learn, you move on, and you fight a silver dragon sorceress who blows up the Dracahorn and gets your only way of fighting off a band of necromancers and liches. So I'm going to cut you a deal. I'm giving you a head start.
how did I know this was going to happen? This is why I didn't want to make a deal with this guy.
I'm not going to come after you right away.
Of course not. Okay.
But you have time.
Abanus, what do you want from us?
Oh, I want to see Meraxis die. She's the reason my family's gone.
Well, that she is not, as you told us yourself.
Exactly.
You
You're
see-
going back on your word here.
You see, here's where trauma comes in, that I know you're not the same Meraxis, but you're the physical manifestation of that lady who fucked with everything.
Well, since you mentioned trauma, there are many qualified therapists across all kinds of realms, including many here in Sigil. I visited a couple my first time around.
Well, you see, you know what's fun is going to the multiverse and finding the other me's who also have not had good encounters with Meraxis. So I'm giving you a head start and a heads up. That's my thank you.
You're creating an evil league of X's, or Meraxis's X.
We'll workshop the name, but when it happens, you'll know. It won't happen right away. It may happen down the road. But you're dealing with time stuff. Your dragon friend is kind of. You know about that yet? She's a time dragon?
Yes, we do know.
We've discovered that, yes.
Okay, excellent. Great. We're all on the same page then. So no surprises. But yeah, thank you for letting me out. Thank you for letting me access the multiverse. And I will make sure to burn the ever-living soul out of your body as revenge for what you have done to myself and my family.
It just as a point of order, once again, she nothing did to you. You admitted it. And so this is a fool's errand that I hope you realize the folly of before you waste too much time on it.
I know, but she's right there. She's right there. And there's...
But I set you free.
Yes, and there's infinite versions of you out there, and I can't wait to kill all of you.
Wow. Okay. It's that deep. You really need therapy. I really suggest the elf monks. They helped me.
It's like, well, I like behavioral therapy, and I think wiping you out. I mean, maybe I'll get tired if there's an infinite versions of you. Then maybe I'll just get tired and finally have some resolution. But I'm still angry.
I look at Alethra and I'm like, we should have killed him. We had the chance. I told you. We're gonna have a talk when we get back.
All right, fine.
But I'm being courteous. I'm offering a hand of thank you.
That's not courteous, but okay.
I mean, I could have just surprised you.
Fair.
Yeah. All right, can you just send me back to my
Yeah,
anxiety dream where I had to stay?
I'd like to go back to
That's
bed now.
much more pleasant
My
than
less
this.
anxious anxiety dream.
Yeah.
You see him kind of smile. It's like, I'll see you out there. And you wake up and it's the next morning.
I had a great sleep. What
my
about you, twin?
God, that was amazing. I slept like the dead. I did not dream a single thing.
Not a tiny little bit.
I don't think I moved all night.
DM, are we all in the same room? Just want
You're in different rooms
we're
in the
different
same
rooms.
hallway,
Okay.
We're really loud though. We're like, oh my God, what a fantastic sleep.
Did you see the down
Oh my
pillows?
God, it was fun. I never slept like that.
I've
Honestly,
never-
Not since leaving the borough back home.
I don't even think I stole your blankets.
I
That
felt
was just
safe. No, I
so
was warm and cozy all
peaceful.
night. It was fantastic.
it's the best sleep I've ever had.
You hear through one of the walls, "Good morning, Doug."
I hope he's talking to his hammer.
Witch hammer.
They're both two-handed.
He's the best thing that's ever happened to us.
It's deeply sexualizing a paladin.
Hey, he gave us a big boy.
Yeah. No, it's fair. It's fair.
What are you doing with your hands?
It was not my intention. I'm just running with the...
Two-handed. I'm screaming. Well, a lot of
this
them
is
are two-handed for us.
four-handed.
We're very small.
You wake up, you come out into the hallway. Elandra has not slept, or sorry, she has slept, but she looks a little ragged, a little worse for wear. Looks like she has been studying the night through.
Okay.
Come
Did you sleep at all, Elandra?
So I was doing calculations.
Oh, B+
You
calculations.
see her look at
Ugh.
Alethra and kind of was like, I'm trying to be better.
All right, if you want me to look over some things later over breakfast, that'd be fine.
Yeah,
Mirax
actually,
is... Oh, sorry. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna, yes, she actually does kind of give you her notebook of. Do you read Draconic?
If I picked it up,
I dabble.
no,
I spent the summer in Dragonlance. I speak with the accent.
I can conjugate.
no, I do read Elven though. If it's Elven math,
It's not. It's Draconic math, unfortunately.
yeah. No, I have Common, Dwarven, Elven, Giant, Scholten, and Old Omuin.
Well, could you
You
translate?
look at it and go, this looks like shit. What is this?
Could Miraxis translate
Yeah.
that for him?
that's
So
actually
Miraxis
true.
barges out of her room and she's just like,
Whoa.
okay, we need to talk.
Well, you've had quite the night, haven't you?
Yeah. You see like bags under my eyes and stuff.
Did
and,
you get
like,
any
I do
sleep?
not-
You too.
A little restless. Uh-oh.
What's the name of the? I forgot what the
Obanus.
red Obanus. Thank
Yeah.
you. So-
Obanus.
Thanks, Obanus.
Thanks.
I was thinking that it was unintentional. I was like, it's a cool bad guy name. Oh, no.
That's happening now.
Seems like that red wizard of ours has come to visit again, and he's threatened my life, all my versions. So thanks, guys.
Wait a minute. All right. We did leave the decision up to you in the end.
I told you this was going to happen. I knew this wasn't going to be a clean sweep with him.
What was his reasoning?
He said just revenge, basically.
Pretty much
deep
revenge.
trauma.
Deep trauma.
Well,
We tried.
did you
we
suggest
didn't do
therapy?
anything to
We
it.
did try the therapy thing, but
And it's not you. It's the Maraxus that he already killed.
which he did say, but apparently no. Just sweet, sweet revenge is what he wants
Why give you the heads up, though?
as a thank you.
Wow.
So he's a narcissist and he prefers behavioral therapy. I see.
Wait, why? So he said he was going to travel to all the different universes and kill multiple of you. Why not find the one where his family and loved ones are still alive and kill himself there and take that place and be happy?
Oh, that would have been a good suggestion. I hadn't thought of it, though.
No, me neither.
Go back to sleep.
Well, we can't
you over the head.
just summon him, Melody.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably could, but
Interesting.
I mean,
I got a head start. I don't know how much I want to play with this.
we're
Don't
going to
wanna see
have
him
to.
again.
Well, no, I'm just thinking like we're going to have to warn any Maraxuses we see.
That's true. This is
Oh
going to
my
be
God.
very messy.
What if? Oh,
Gotta say it.
I think in my head.
Mhm,
The connection.
mhm, mhm.
What if the golden Maraxus was another Maraxus from another multiverse because we lose our Maraxus?
Go.
Well, it doesn't make sense unless it was a disguise to try and. You have to turn gold, is what I say out loud.
Okay.
Then it won't be you. If he's looking for you, maybe that's why the future you we saw was gold.
Is that how this works?
We all look at Alondra.
Yeah, we all look at the laundry at this
Can
point.
we turn her gold and then she's not Maraxus?
Well, I mean, we can try. I mean,
But she would still be Maraxus. She
But
just
would he
be
know that?
gold.
It might give him a more of a head start. Because he's definitely going to look for you first. He knows you.
Actually, I'm not sure that would be true. He might, considering his deep insanity, choose to kill all the other ones first and then finish with the one that he has the most personal connection with.
Look, I know you said you were smart, but I don't like it when you think even more evil than the evil person said out loud.
I mean, and it's timey-wimey stuff. I'm like, if we try and actively counteract this, we actually may bring upon him coming down on us. We don't know. Like,
I don't like this timey-wimey stuff right now.
It's real hard.
Yeah, well, I don't like this red wizard after me.
I mean, if we see him, we kill him. That's the bottom.
It's on site.
Yeah. And
It's on site.
we should warn any Maraxus we see.
Yeah, well, the point of order, should we encounter a alternate reality Obanus, I don't think we should murder them just on sight.
But
Just
how
so-
will we know?
How will we
Yeah,
know?
I don't hate that idea.
He wants to exterminate every version of her.
Yeah, so why shouldn't we exterminate every version of him?
Well, I think our friend Anthar might have a reason for that.
Oh, Anthar.
Oh, yeah.
murder is wrong,
Keep forgetting he's here.
I just like look at my feet. I'm so ashamed. I'm like, oh,
but killing in self-defense is, if means you stay alive, then that is
What about preemptively killing in self-defense?
that's still murder.
So, okay, so if we run into any Obani out there, if they make the first move, we go.
Obani and Maraxi. We warn all the Maraxi. We side-eye all the Obani.
I like this. This is a good plan.
And we find all the Menzies. Menzi.
The men's eye.
There's a lot of eyes in this
All
conversation.
plurals end in I. That's how it works.
That's it.
Yes, I did not know that.
It's a Sylvan thing.
Mhm.
I'll write
indeed.
that down.
On what?
You actually,
He rolls up his sleeve and just writes it on a bicep.
you actually see he's written things down on the inside of his forearm,
Cheat sheet.
and you actually see like brown fur, white tummy,
Harmony.
black fur, brown tummy, melody.
Oh, that's
I'm actually white.
Oh, sorry, white.
Yeah.
Are you
We have
colorblind?
pretty similar patterning. You'd have to really pay attention.
Also says Maraxus silver, Alethra human. Alondra question mark?
Worm is like crossed out, maybe question.
But actually spelled like W-O-R.
Yeah.
Magic worm? How?
Magic worm, time worm. His arm's so big. He has
In this essay, I will.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
My cheeks hurt.
Oh my goodness.
Right. Well, that's another problem for the pot. Like I said, bridges burning, all
As I
those
say,
things.
I guess we should go with your Sylvan saying.
Yeah, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. We'll side-eye that Abonai when we...
Well, Meraxis, if there's anyone who could set fire to a bridge, I believe your magical abilities could do it.
Excellent observation.
No, it's not. She's an ice dragon.
There's ice fire,
trying,
right? There's ice
okay?
fire.
He's trying.
I just blush. I'm just like, well, I'm just like, oh, he just complimented me in the best way he could. I'm just like, oh,
We've got torches if we have to.
I can't handle this.
Oh,
What is this crush? I've never had one before.
Alethra, give me an intelligence check to go over the notes.
Straight intelligence?
Straight up intelligence.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Perfect. You only needed a 10, but her math seems sound. The closest one seems like it's a couple blocks away. You won't know the key or the lock for it until you get there. But it seems like it is in the back of a flower shop.
Ooh.
That's lovely.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think the less time we spend here in Sigil, the better.
Let me knock off my long rest so
Mhm.
that I get all my height
So your
back.
hit points are full. Any spell slots you spent are refurbished.
Yay.
Any abilities or anything such like that is recharged.
Yay.
Dug in hand, Onthar is first in line behind Alondra, like very, very try-hard, eager Boy Scout.
Long rest taken.
All right, as you head out to Sigil, there is a flower shop called the Marigold, but it's spelled like M-E-R-R-Y.
Cute.
Last.
As you come in, you see this little shadow elf come up. She's got kind of like this like orangish reddish hair. She pops up and is like, "Oh, visitors, great! Welcome to the Marigold. How can I help you? Flowers for ceremony, celebration, just decorative. What can I help you out with?"
I love your hair.
Oh, thank you. She kind of like fluffs it up. It's like it's a little magical, but when in Sigil.
It's so colorful and just like your shop. Are you the owner?
I am. I'm the owner. I help grow all these. I've got a bluish green thumb.
Adorable. And I'm like, literally, I'm capturing her attention this
Yeah.
whole time. Like,
You see her
listen.
eyes kind of like go up and like, and who is that?
Oh, this is my friend Onthar. You two would get along great.
Your shop smells like everything in nature.
Good job, Onthar. That's right. Flowers are part of nature. Onthar and I are getting married, and we're really
We
looking
are?
for. Listen, not
You
right
are?
now, Onthar.
You are?
Don't make me cast silence on
I'm
all
just
of
kidding.
you.
I'm just kidding. But we are looking to throw maybe a big party when we are done what we're doing, right, Onthar?
Yes.
Yes, big party. We want it as colorful as possible. Like, do you have any flowers that change color?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And we can actually have them time off. They kind of like flower fireworks. They go off and like spread petals and seeds and pollen all over to make like a poof effect.
Pollen might be a problem, just in case we have anybody with allergies.
Oh, that would be a
Are
problem.
they hypoallergenic?
I can give an incantation to make them non-allergenic.
Really?
That would be greatly appreciated.
And it's good for the pets and the animals, so you don't like do any harm or anything like that.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to continue to
yeah,
talk
so
and
I'll-
ask questions. and
Alethra gets the Yaka box out
See,
while they're distracted, like looking around.
Hi, box.
Hmm.
Do you have any roses by any chance? Just simple roses.
well, a rose by any other name is still a rose.
I'll just take some roses.
Which color and which dimension would you like them from?
Oh, I guess our regular dimension. I got the Feywild. Do you have Feywild roses?
Oh, yes,
Mm.
absolutely. And they're essentially like almost like kaleidoscope roses, where you see like the colors that's constantly like the almost like a heartbeat, like just pulsing through the petals.
I'll take a bouquet of those.
Like, oh, excellent. That'll be 3 tears of happiness, please.
I look at the flowers. I look at Doug and our new friends, and I summon 3 tears of happiness.
You see her hold up a little test tube. Wink, wink, wink. She's like, there you go. Thank you very much. And you see Yaka come out.
Is there a volume button on Yaka?
I'll say, give me a chance to, or give me in perception check or investigation. Your
I
choice.
am
I'll
like
take
moving
investigation,
Anthar to like block view. Like I keep pulling him in different directions to make sure that
Meraxis is also like right
Mhm.
beside Anthar, like helping shield since we're both like the same height.
I rolled a 5, so it's a 16.
Oh, yeah, you finally got it. There is a mute button. There's also a psychic link button.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh.
fun.
Against I breathe deeply, then hit the psychic link button.
Psychic link mode activated. Your thoughts are my thoughts. It's very echoey in here.
Find the portal, please.
It is down in the basement behind a bucket of water.
Thank you. Yaka box. Off in the box.
It's like, why? Like, all right, let me do some. Do you want to do the D100 rolls, or do you want me to do the D100 rolls?
I'll do a DD100 roll. That's fun.
All right, give it up. Give it up.
It's a 21.
21. Come on.
No. Is that a good come on? Or
Yeah,
a bad
it's
come
a
on?
bad come on. Good
No,
come
it's a
on.
good come on.
Yeah.
He wanted something to go wrong and it didn't.
No.
He'll tell us after the podcast is over.
No, you're going to find out right now.
Oh, interesting.
As you
Oh.
go back, you see kind of, it's almost like the 90-degree part of where the basement and the wall meet up. You can see the outlines of a sigil.
Mhm.
And you can see that you come up and Yaka communicates with you psychically. It's like, the key is gardening shears.
Oh, right. Yeah, I used him for that part. So I didn't turn him off.
That is weirdly how it's worked out. That it's like,
Yeah.
I'll just name a location. Now it's like, and it's the thing in the location you name.
nice. I assume the shopkeeper is busy and distracted.
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh yeah,
anything,
we're pointing
anything,
out. I'm like,
We're
what flower's
buying
that?
flowers.
What one's that? Would we want more of those? Less of those? Da 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 da.
any stealth or sleight of hand stuff will be done with advantage because of the excellent distraction going on.
I got not a bad sleight of hand. It's a 16.
Oh yeah, more than enough as you pinch some garden shears. As you bring it close, you see the garden shears glow and kind of merge with the sigil in the floor. As you see, it kind of like opens up almost like almost going to like a storm cellar basement. It's like, and as you look in, you see you're coming down the steps of a side of a building, and it's again water deep, but it is black and red skies over top, and you can smell like wood and burning and charcoal come like whooshing through. You can see like little motes of glowing embers like floating through the sky.
Sadly, I have no message spells.
And it feels very warm as it comes whoosh.
All right, Song Sisters, Anthar, everyone down.
I'm gonna go, oh my god, what is that? And then I'm gonna grab Anthar and cast, not cast, but I'm gonna use my ability hop thing. Hidden pass. I'm gonna teleport down to the bottom of right in front of the portal.
As you see Anthar and Harmony show up right next to you. As again, you see like, looks like fire and brimstone and just like the heat comes hitting on. It's like, ooh, that does not look good.
I telepathically say to you, sorry, I grabbed him because I thought he would be the least able to get here.
It's okay. Do
Run,
you
girl.
have a bathroom in this place?
Why is it so warm in here all of a sudden? And you see Alandra's like, I'm really sorry, but thank you so much. As she like grabs Meraxis and like just goes running down.
Am I still standing here?
Run, run, run.
Run! Hop away!
Now, come.
Hopping!
Doors open.
You all make it down. You step down the steps into the streets of Waterdeep as you see her going, what in the nine hells is he?
Sure, that won't come back and bite us in the ass. Oh my god. It's smoky in here.
You see what appears to be like an apocalypse of Waterdeep. Buildings are destroyed. It almost looks like a war zone. You see fires off in the distance. The sky is overcast with black and red clouds, and there's kind of they're underlit by the many fires going on. As you see a crowd of people, Waterhavians, come running around the corner, and they're running full panic, just in a sheer terror run. As they don't even stop by you, they come running just right by you, and then right at the last minute, you hear some go, Alethra? As you look up and you see it's your mom with an eye patch.
No.
And that's where we're going to end it for this week.
Oh my goodness.
It's your turn.
You've been chosen.